Thanks for tuning in to Red Belt Radio. The following episode is scheduled for one fall. I'm Jason, and this show is dedicated to World Wonder Ring Stardom. Today I'm covering the current status of the Red Belt champion, Tam Nakano, as well as the adjusted lineup for Stardom's upcoming Gold Rush event. Being that this show is called Red Belt Radio, I've been meaning to say a few things about Stardom's Red Belt champion. It just so happens that a bit of breaking Tam Nakano news has emerged, and we're going to talk about it. If you find these transmissions valuable, please give this a like, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment to let me know what you think. Red Belt champion, Cosmic Angels faction leader, and top kawaii of the cosmos, Tam Nakano, was scheduled to defend her title against Grand Prix winner Suzu Suzuki on November 18th at Stardom's Gold Rush event. But those plans have changed. Here is a translation and paraphrasing of the latest news from wwr-stardom.com. Tam Nakano is undergoing treatment for a left knee injury, but in order to concentrate on her treatment, she will miss the Stardom Gold Rush 2023 event to be held on Saturday, November 18th. And as a result, Tam Nakano versus Suzu Suzuki's World of Stardom Championship match will be canceled. As you probably recall, Nakano's last appearance in the ring was her successful title defense against Natsuko Tora at Nagoya Golden Fight on October 9th. I went into that match with a lot of concern, namely due to the high number of pre-existing injuries and the fact that that contest had a no seconds allowed stipulation, which ultimately meant that no other wrestlers could be present at ringside to support the performers. This troubled me, as the people at ringside are often counted on to protect the wrestlers during high-flying spots, check on them periodically, and generally help keep the match safe. To Nakano and Tora's credit, they nearly made it to the finish line, but in the very last moments, Tam Nakano's third attempt at a violet screwdriver went horribly wrong as Tora's body weight collapsed onto the champion's left knee at an uncomfortable angle. I'd like to add here that I have a tremendous amount of respect for Tam Nakano. She has displayed the utmost professionalism at nearly every possible turn, most notably when she provided support for Saya Kamitani at the scene of a horrible injury on the Grand Prix opening night, and also at the scene of her own injury at that Golden Fight match. In the former case, Tam showed immense composure and delivered a post-match promo that, if seen in isolation, would look no different from any other. And at Golden Fight, Nakano not only battled with her own inability to stand at times, nevertheless, cutting a promo that addressed Natsuko Tora and then exchanging words with Suzu Suzuki, and then closing the show for the crowd, and after that, going backstage to film yet another promo while her knee was being checked on. It's at times hard for me to understand disparaging statements that Nakano sometimes receives from Western fans online, because there might be no better example of someone who works very hard to make every facet of her role as an entertainer better. Someone who displays a multitude of talents and endeavors to infuse storytelling into even low-profile matches and low-profile rivalries. With the unfortunate announcement from Stardom confirming that Nakano's injury is worse than we had hoped, I think it's important to express that she is one of the best exemplars of what a Stardom wrestler can provide and achieve. and that her resume this year certainly places her in the conversation for Stardom's Best Wrestler of 2023. As Stardom's Gold Rush event on November 18th loses one wrestler, it has seemingly gained another. Starlight Kid, whom I focused on last time during Red Belt Radio's 11th transmission, will be returning to take on both Suzu Suzuki and Azumi in a triple threat match. The booking is rather intriguing because it leaves the Red Belt's title picture with a question mark. Presumably, Suzu will be able to cash in her title shot at a later date, but the larger plan seems to involve keeping the belt on Nakano while allowing her to recover, rather than vacating the red belt and having it up for grabs. We're also seeing this with the current Goddess of Stardom titles too, as Natsupoi's injury has kept her holy alliance with Saori Ano on the sidelines as the tag tournament continues to play out. The return of Starlight Kid is really nice to see, and there's almost no chance of a match involving three amazing wrestlers like her, Suzu, and Azumi to be anything but highly entertaining. I should also say that the Gold Rush card as a whole looks quite solid, especially considering the number of ongoing injuries that are currently plaguing the roster. Mirai will be defending her white belt championship against the aforementioned Goddess champion Saori Ano in the new main event. Mei Seira will attempt to defend her high-speed title for the first time against the bubble-blowing visitor Momoka Hanazono. There will also be that triple threat match marking SLK's return, a UWF match featuring Shuri, and the Money Ball tournament featuring 4 3-woman teams from the factions DDM, Oedotai, God's Eye, and Stars. Several remaining members of the roster will be facing off in a battle royal, which means that the Gold Rush show altogether has a lot for us to look forward to. I'd like to wrap up this transmission by wishing not only Tam Nakano, but everyone in Stardom who is hurt right now a full recovery. I'm hoping that all of these wrestlers are getting plenty of rest and receiving plenty of support. As we move closer to 2024, the discussion of wrestler safety in Stardom will not be going anywhere. If you found this transmission valuable, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment to let me know what you think. Thanks for listening to Red Belt Radio.